In a peaceful village, nestled among green fields and babbling brooks, lived two frogs who were as close as brothers. One was big and chubby, with a deep, rumbling croak. The other was small and thin, his voice a cheerful chirp. Despite their differences in size, they were inseparable. They hopped through life together, sharing every adventure, their laughter echoing through the reeds. Their bond was a testament to a friendship that knew no bounds, a daily celebration of companionship. One sun-drenched afternoon, the two friends embarked on another exploration of their familiar world. The air was warm, buzzing with the sound of insects. As they hopped near a farmer's yard, a large wooden bucket standing by a well caught their attention. It was an object they'd seen before, but today, curiosity tugged at them like a string. What secrets did it hold? Without a second thought, they hopped closer, drawn by the allure of the unknown, completely unaware that this simple act of curiosity was about to plunge them into the most harrowing test of their lives. With a coordinated leap, both frogs plunged into the bucket, expecting to find water or perhaps nothing at all. Instead, they landed with a soft splash in a pool of creamy, white milk. The initial surprise quickly turned to panic. The sides of the bucket were smooth and impossibly high, slick with the liquid. Every attempt to jump out ended with them sliding back down. The reality of their situation sank in. They were trapped. The familiar, safe world they knew was just over the edge, but it might as well have been a world away. Hours crawled by. The constant swimming began to take its toll. Their little legs ached, and exhaustion clouded their minds. The big frog, whose strength was usually a source of confidence, began to falter. He floated heavily, his movements becoming sluggish. "It's no use," he gasped, his voice filled with despair. "We're just delaying the inevitable. We're going to drown in here." But the small frog, despite his own fatigue, refused to surrender. He swam over to his friend, his small body a beacon of defiance. "Don't say that," he urged, his voice firm. "We've faced tough spots before. Remember, as long as we keep moving, as long as we keep kicking, there's still a chance. We can't give up hope." The big frog tried to rally. Inspired for a moment by his friend's spirit, he kicked his legs again, trying to match the small frog's rhythm. But the initial burst of renewed energy faded quickly. The weight of despair was too heavy. "I can't," he panted, his large body barely staying afloat. "It's pointless. All this struggling, for what? We're doomed." With a final sorrowful look at his friend, he let his body go limp and slowly, tragically, sank beneath the surface of the white milk. The small frog watched in horror, his heart shattering into a million pieces. His best friend, his brother, was gone. A wave of grief washed over him, so powerful it almost dragged him under too. Tears streamed down his face, mingling with the milk that had claimed his friend. He wanted to give up, to follow his friend into the quiet depths. But then, a different feeling sparked within him, a fierce, burning refusal to let their story end this way. He would not surrender. Fueled by grief and a newfound resolve, the small frog kept swimming. He made a silent promise to the memory of his fallen friend. He would live for both of them. Every kick, every splash, was a tribute. "I won't let your sacrifice be in vain," he whispered into the stillness, his voice cracking with sorrow. The image of his friend giving up became a powerful motivator. He would honor their bond by fighting until his very last breath. His grief was a heavy anchor, but his determination was a powerful sail, pushing him onward. Night fell, blanketing the farm in darkness. The world outside the bucket grew quiet, but inside, the small frog's frantic kicking continued. He was alone, exhausted, and heartbroken, swimming in what felt like an endless ocean of despair. Just as the last ounce of his strength was about to fade, he noticed something strange. The milk around him felt different. It was thicker, less fluid. He looked down and saw that his constant churning had begun to transform the liquid. A solid lump was forming. It was butter. A surge of adrenaline shot through him. This was his chance. This was the miracle born from his persistence. Gathering all his remaining energy, he climbed onto the solidifying mound of butter. It gave him the height he needed. With one final desperate push, he launched himself over the rim of the bucket and landed softly on the cool, damp grass. He was free, but as he looked back at the bucket, a fresh wave of grief hit him. He had survived, but he had lost his friend forever. The small frog returned to the forest, a changed creature. The world looked the same, but it felt empty without his friend by his side. He carried a deep sorrow in his heart, a constant reminder of his loss. Yet, he chose to live. He honored his friend, not by succumbing to sadness, but by embracing the life he had fought so hard to save. A year later, he found a mate and started a family of his own. His life, a quiet melody of gratitude and remembrance. To ensure his friend's bravery would never be forgotten, the small frog named each of his children after him. Every evening, as the fireflies began to dance, he would gather his little ones and tell them the story of their brave uncle. He taught them the lesson he had learned in the darkest of moments, that life will inevitably throw you into a bucket of milk. It will feel impossible. You will want to give up. But if you keep kicking, if you hold on to hope, you can turn that milk into butter. you can find your strength and leap to freedom. This story teaches us a profound truth. We all face challenges that seem insurmountable. There will be times when giving up feels like the only option. But as long as we persevere, as long as we keep moving forward, hope survives. We may not always get the outcome we wish for, but in the struggle, we discover a resilience and strength we never knew we had. It's in the kicking, not the sinking, that we find out who we truly are. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content that we hope will inspire and uplift you. We'll see you in the next one.